Hey guys, it's Wade with 365 Thermal. Today I'm going to be talking about the topic of budget thermals, what they are they worth it, and who they might be good for. This is going to be a whole lot of truth some of you may or may not want to hear. Check it out. As I said, my name is Wade Bryan. I am the owner of 365 Thermal. 365 Thermal is an authorized thermal dealer in the Midwest. So, here is a video that I've been wanting to do for a while. It may be controversial to some, but it needs to be done and it needs to be said. This is a video about budget thermal scopes, okay? I'm not talking about monoculars because that's a whole different realm of things, okay? This is budget thermal scopes, all right? What do I mean by budget thermal scopes? Well, I happen to be holding one right here in my hand, probably my most popular, or second most popular. It'd be really close, honestly. This is going to be the AGM Rattler V2 19256. It is a 256 resolution. It is the cheapest thermal scope that I sell. It's right now $895 at this point in time in September. So just letting you guys know that right off the bat, this is what I would consider to be a budget thermal scope. Anything under probably 1500 is going to be considered a budget thermal scope. All right, so you're talking 256 and 320 resolution, anything under what would be the standard of at least a 384. Now, why do I consider them a budget thermal scope? You think, well, $1,000, that's quite a bit of money. It is, except for the quality that you're going to get and the actual optic that you're purchasing, okay? You have to think about this in relevance, okay? Now, a lot of people, when I ask, what are you looking for? They'll list off a list this long, and then I'll ask them, okay, what's your budget? They'll tell me $1,000. You're not going to get a Rolls Royce for $2,000, okay? You're not going to get it for $1,000. I want to be able to buy one for $1,000, but I'm not going to, okay? You can want in one hand and you know what else in the other, and I promise you it doesn't matter, okay? I'm just going to be upfront with this, kind of blunt about it, but I'm just going to tell you the truth about it. Most of you are going to be wanting to save your money a little bit more and go the next tier up to at least a 384. Why is that? Because these 256 optics are not going to perform nearly as much as you think they're going to. You think, well, I've got $1,000 now, I can buy a thermal. That's awesome. And yes, you can. And this is great for the people that it's meant for. But if you're somebody that's wanting to shoot out there, you tell me that you're wanting to shoot 300 plus yards, I'm never going to recommend this scope. In fact, I tell you the exact opposite. I tell you don't do that. Save your money or go with a better night vision scope that'll allow you to shoot a further distance. I'm not a salesman. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you and fill you full of crap and tell you all the things that you want to hear so that you buy something from me. That's not who I am. That's not ever who I will be. I pride myself on that, and I assure you that is exactly what you're going to get when you talk to me, okay? I might lose some sales, and they'll go and talk to somebody else and be like, that guy was full of shit. He doesn't know what he's talking about. That scope will do exactly what you want. Until you buy from them, you get it, and then you're like, wow, I can't even tell what that is. Is that a cow? Is that a coyote? I don't even think I could see a coyote at 300 yards with this scope. Just being honest with you. Straight up. It's not meant for that, okay? This is a 2x base mag at a 256 resolution. You're not going to be able to see clearly at that distance, okay? So be mindful of what you're purchasing. And thankfully, in the thermal market, you do get what you pay for. So if you're somebody that does buy a higher end, thermal, and you did save your money, you're going to get the quality out of that, and you're going to get your money's worth. And I'm not downplaying it. I'm not saying $1,000 isn't a lot of money, guys, because it is. And if you're somebody that is on that $1,000 budget, I'm almost certain that you feel that $1,000 is a lot of money. And that's perfectly fine. I think it is too. But the point is, you need to be mindful of what you're actually getting for your $1,000. I don't want you to be upset with your purchase anymore if you get, a $1,000 item or a $7,000 item. I want you to be happy with your purchase no matter what it is. Or if you don't purchase, okay? Because I would rather you do that than get something and be extremely upset that you bought it, okay? I'm here to help you. I promise you that. That is one of the reasons why I got in the industry while I started this business, is because not enough people give a shit about their customers. And that's just the fact of the matter. And that's any industry across the board. It's just the way it is. It's the corporate way and just the way of the world we live in, unfortunately, now. People do not care about people, they do not care about their customers. And I assure you that I am exactly the opposite of that. Okay? So, that being said, I want you to be mindful of this. I want you to think about it. Okay? So, this one, again, 2X base mag, you can step on up to the 25 256, and it's got 3X. And then you have like the 25 320, which would be the next step up, okay, and it's going to be over 3X. And those are going to get you more distance, but not more clarity, okay? So if you're somebody that wants to shoot, I would say up to like 100 yards or so, this is going to be a great option for you. It's going to be something you can plink around in the yard, you know, protect your cattle yard or something like that if you've got critters coming and going pretty frequently. You want to use it for coon hunting or something like that? Wonderful option, because you're going to be so much closer than if you're out there trying to coyote hunt, you know, in the West or the Midwest or something like that where it's open country, okay? So I would say 100 yards and in, this one. If you're looking at 150 yards and in, probably step up to the next one up, which would be the 25 256. Or again, having the same base mag, the 25 320, okay? I want you guys to think about this, take it to whole heart. Please listen to me, and you will be much more satisfied with what you purchase. Now, if you're somebody that's all you can afford and you really do want to go beyond that, you want to shoot 200 yards or so, I would say go with the digital night vision scope and upgrade the IR light, and you will get much more clarity at a farther distance than if you did with a budget thermal. All right? It's not meant for everybody just because it's at that price point, okay? This really is entry level. It is the bare minimum. They're great optics for who they're meant for, okay? Again, you might want a Ford Raptor, but all you can afford is a Ford Ranger, okay? It's just not the way of the world. It's not how it's going to happen, and it's not going to be a good experience for you if you have high expectations in that world, okay? So this is the reality of it. If you're in the market for one of these, you don't know if it is good for you or not, you don't want to believe me, you want to talk about it more, please, guys, give me a call, 309-333-2044. I would be happy to help you. You can message me on all social medias. You can text that number as well. But if you are somebody that this fits for, or any of the optics that I just named off, feel free to order yeah, see? I'm all bugged out. Feel free to go to 365thermal.shop. I have these in stock all the time, guys. Again, it is a great option for somebody on a budget within the means that they are meant. All right? Don't get carried away with it. Don't think that you're going to get the best of the best at $1,000, because unfortunately you are not. So that being said, I appreciate you guys watching and listening. Sorry if I upset you, but this is the truth. I want you to be happy with your purchase. Again, you can follow on all social medias. I got Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, you name it. Everything here. Also, if you could, subscribe to this channel so you don't miss the next video. Thanks again, and have a great day.